Welcome to a brand new program called The Body and the Mind.
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
As far as this program is concerned, we are going to eyeshadow yoga. This is a program not only for mariners, but it's also for those people who love their life and career. We are honored to have with us Mr. Sanjeev Krishnan, who is also the director of Oriental Yoga Sanctuary, and he's the patron and the founder of Rhythm of Life. We're going to ask him about yoga and all sorts of our doubts in concern with yoga, because in our lives we run around for money, business and whatnot, and we never ever care for our body. We are busy with so many other things. Early in the morning you work out, especially for us, we live in Dubai. The traffic, the business, you eat at the wrong time, you eat at the right time sometimes, you go back, no time for your family, it's a mess. Of course it's high time we think about our life and care for our life, and we should really love our life and career. Mr. Sanjeev Krishnan, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you, Srijit. Yeah.
During our casual discussion, the moment I walked into your office here, people, there's a confusion in the industry or around the world. What is yoga? There are several definitions, and the mythological or the way they describe things to people, especially for the marine industry, our industry, where our channel is focused. It's ship owners, ship builders, converters, marine, oil and gas. They're all busy people, and with the amount of stress they have, and especially in Europe or Australia or India, okay, fine, but the other parts, they'd like to know, what is yoga?
Yeah, it's a very good question. And yoga is actually today a universal name.
Mm-hmm.
And many perceive it in different perspective, Yoga, basically, if you ask me, I would like to say, yoga is a wonderful knowledge that helps every human being in this world to enjoy every moment of their life.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, I would like to say, yoga is a manual of a human personality. We all go to school as a child. We send our child also now to schools. We teach them all the knowledge that they need to gain in life, whether it is to develop a business or a job or an engineer or a doctor.
General knowledge.
They learn everything about it. But you see, today there are millions of people with millions of rupees.
Yes.
But they can't sleep properly, can't eat properly, no values, no relationships. And finally, they land up their life as a wreck.
They are like a machine.
What is happening is, the real essence of knowledge has not been given to a child.
Mm-hmm.
In the process of giving the child the education or the job or anything for that matter, we only help them to gain financial health.
Uh-huh.
But financial health is not everything.
Okay.
First of all, we need to know how to maintain our physical and mental health.
Okay.
Physical and mental health is not taught anywhere. Though we have some moral science and some activity as yoga they term in schools, just as another exercise like a cricket or a football or any other game, they treat yoga as only as an activity.
Uh-huh.
The real depth, in-depth meaning of yoga is to help a person understand how to maintain his physical and mental health. When a person is able to maintain his physical and mental health, then he can use his financial health in a much better way. But just financial health without a physical and mental health does not serve the purpose. So the person does not enjoy his life. So yoga basically is a knowledge that we need to imbibe to every human being in this world, to learn how to take care of the day-to-day life. In other words, how to manage their life so that they can enjoy every moment of their life. This is what is the real in-depth essence of yoga. Coming to the aspect, it would be good for a person to understand a human personality. Because even if you want to operate your camera or a mobile, you need to know how to use it properly.
The correct way.
Correct way. For example, today we buy a mobile, and there's always an instructor's manual attached to it. In all languages, if you see, they send. But how many of us really go through it?
None of us.
We know to operate the normal, to call a person, or just for a message, or a camera, or little these things. Nowadays, yes, internet and all those things you use. But in spite of that, there are plenty of other applications. Likewise, human being has plenty of potential. It has immense potential, but we hardly know the capacity. And yoga is one knowledge that helps a person to understand every aspect of his personality, wherein he can be a master of his life. Today we are mostly slaves, not masters. We are a slave to some habit or this or that, or something to drink or smoke, or anything for that matter. It can be chocolates, it can be anything. So what is happening is you are basically just getting conditioned to so many things, because we ultimately do not know what is the real aspects of the personality. So to give a little in-depth knowledge about yoga, I would like to always say, we need to understand the 5 dimensions of a human personality.
Dimensions of the human personality.
We see it as only one entity. A person is there, he is laughing, he is eating, he is sleeping, he is drinking. That's it. But what is the intricate aspect that makes him do all these activities is what we need to understand. For that, in yoga we have this called the 5 dimensions. We call it as the Panchakoshas. The first aspect of a human personality is the body sheath, or food sheath we call it. See, today a body for a human being, if you see, if it is not having the breath, when the breathing is not there, how long can you keep the body?
We are finished.
In 1 day, 2 days, you have to dispose it. But we see the physical body, we don't see the other aspects of it. Today we see only a body, and total focus today in this world is only for the body. Beauty, health, facilities, all these things is aimed for the body, mainly. Body with the breath is life. Body with the breath is life. But body with the breath alone is a living vegetable, because there is no mind attached to it. There are so many people living in the world, but they can't move, they are unconscious, there are so many problems. The health-wise they can't do anything. Paralysis. So, body is one, we call it as the food sheath. The air sheath is the pranayama, the breath awareness, or air sheath we call it. Third is the mind. What is this mind? Mind is basically a sense of perception. For example, a small child, mind always operates with 2 things. One is it has always desires. It's a sense of perception. So its thrust to do things is by desire.
Curious.
It wants to achieve things. Second is reflection and recollection is other aspects of the characteristics of the mind. So we are going to the intricate aspects of the mind to understand how we can use it. So for a child, for example, the child wants to touch a flame. It looks very beautiful, bright. It wants to touch the flame. It goes and touches the flame. It has understood it has become dangerous. It has already hurt. Next time it will not touch the flame. Now the sense of perception of the child, according to its mind, it's got a hurt feeling. So he doesn't want to touch it again.
Right.
Now as the child progresses or grows, you would have noticed the child now starts using the flame for its benefit.
Right.
So along with the sense of perception, there is an evolution happening in the human mind that's called the understanding sheath or intellectual blend of mind. We call it as the Vijnanamaya Kosha.
Okay.
Today we are all a patra. Patra means an entity wherein we have gained so much of knowledge according to our sense of perceptions. As a child, my parentage has given me so much of knowledge. My schooling has given me so much of knowledge. My teachers have given me so much of knowledge. My sufferings or pain or happiness that I have undergone has given me so much of knowledge. And today, all of us have a beautiful software already set in. And today I look to the world according to my understanding.
Okay.
This is where we have all the problems today. One person says what I say is right, you say it is wrong. There we have a clash.
Friction.
And when I can't accept a person or a situation or a circumstances, automatically your sense of perception starts showing in emotions. It gets disturbed. So whenever you are not able to accept a situation or a person, these agitations, we call it as different forms of emotions. It starts showing in anger, hatred, happiness, sorrow, frustration. Immediately it shows in your breath as breathing difficulty, fast breath, and sometimes you can have palpitations and your body starts vibrating. So basically your understanding is what triggers the emotions, what triggers your mind, and what triggers or manifests in the body as uneasiness.